Hello guys and welcome here to the Jello Cup Carvana Wildcard Series. Oh my goodness. Long morning already. Today is race number 7 here today, I believe, from the Watkins Glen International Raceway. I'm Brian James here, and starting on the pole today will be Dylan Ibrahimian in the number 16, and to his outside will be the number 07 of Mohammed Zain Abdullah. We saw, I believe, an interesting race over at the Pocono road course yesterday, so we'll see how they handle the Glen today. Of course, we have the boot, and in the past, the boot has been pretty entertaining for the drivers here at the Glen, and we'll see exactly how well they're able to handle it. The Cup cars just ran here not too long ago as well, which is why I thought this was the Jello Cup for a sec. But anyway, we'll see if they can handle the boot, and we'll see, can we get our 7th different winner this season? Keep in mind there are only 12 playoff spots up for grabs, so that could play a factor into everything as well. But we don't want to delay too much longer. We'll be right back with the start of the race in just a moment. Here we go. They make their way through the end of the boot. My apologies for some of the technical issues you've been experiencing. I did a little update on my computer, and apparently it likes to cut out the mic and close the program out. How wonderful, right? As we make our way through the final corners, the pace car will peel off, and the field is in the hands of Dylan Ibrahimian and Mohammed Zain Abdullah. As the green flag flies, we're underway at Watkins Glen. Trevor Collins, he'll pick up second, but not for long. Mohammed Zain Abdullah will try to fight back on the outside in the S's, and it just won't work out. As we climb the hill in the S's and we're headed down the long straight, these guys are going to catch a lot of speed down here. You can see already in excess of 180 before they hit the brakes and go through the bus stop chicane. And now they'll make their way to the carousel, and we'll see, can Trevor Collins make up time here? Not really, as they go now into the boot. And Dylan Young is looking for third, and I believe he just got it. Excuse me. See Dave Hashi also back here. Mohammed Zain Abdullah lost 2 spots on that initial start. You see there Ibrahimian and all those guys going to run it wide. It's kind of a narrow part in the boot. And it looks like Ibrahimian through the final corners, he'll lead the opening lap. These guys should have to make pit stops, but please don't quote me on it. See, these guys are going to run almost 2-minute laps around this track as well. Down the long straight to the bus stop. Once again, you can see Trevor Collins is right there. He just wants to get close enough to make a move. Now we'll head to the boot. He's right there. He's mirroring the moves. But the question is, with that dirty air, is he going to be able to close up any more? And you see there, it looks like Ibrahimian gets a better run through that part of the boot as we head to the exit, and I believe the heel. And back on to the other part of the track, I believe turns 10 and 11 right here. Ibrahimian with 5 to go. He had a 149.802. But surprisingly, Trevor Collins also turned his fastest lap last time by, and it was 0.3 quicker than Ibrahimian's fast lap. But it is just so difficult to pass here. As again, next race we head to the Roval. Another tricky road course for these guys. And that'll end our 3-race road course stretch. I believe then we head to Fairgrounds, and then we kick off the International Tour, which will feature 2 Canadian races, I believe, at Canadian Tire Montreal. Not exactly in that order. And then, of course, we go to Twin Ring Motegi and Mexico as part of that International Tour. And of course, only one of them is on an oval. Then I believe we head to the Indianapolis road course, where we split the field. As you see, the leaders are pitting. Now the question will be, can they make it to the finish? You see all the leaders are pitting here, and it looks like the double zero might have clipped the 66 there. Nobody stays out and plays some strategy here. And so things get interesting now. Is once again, pit road here is reversed. So these guys got to pit on the right side as opposed to the left side. You see the 48 plays some strategy. I believe a 2-tire change for the 48, and he will go to the race lead. Austin Shaw. Oh, he hits the wall. But he is the leader coming off the pit lane. And Austin Shaw, keep in mind this is a hometown race for that 48 driver. So of course he would like to win on the hometown track. But right now, he's under pressure. From the 16 of Dylan Ibrahimian. He was your Cup Zen Joltis winner as well earlier this week. If there's anyone who knows his way around this road course the best, it is Austin Shaw. As we're on the brakes here. We're going to come to 3 to go this time. And Dylan Ibrahimian is there. He knows he's got a shot at a win in the playoffs at stake right here. 3 to go. And look at him trying to eat away at that gap. And he's doing everything he possibly can to put pressure on that 48, and he just won't do it. He's going to draft right up to the bumper, and we could have a battle for the lead on our hands. But the more this 48's holding up the 16, the more it brings the 45 into the picture of Trevor Collins. And it could very well bring Dylan Young into the mix here at Watkins Glen. Keep in mind, Dylan Young is one of the guys at the top of that all-time wins list. He would sure love to add to that list. He's got to help he's got his teammate in front of him, though, leading this race. So he'll have to beat his teammate to do it here. Trevor Collins looked inside. Couldn't make the move happen on Dylan Ibrahimian. And now the question remains, will they make it on fuel? 2 to go. And the question will also be, can Austin Shaw's tires hold up? He is actually he's about 4/10 slower than his fastest lap time. And in turn, it is causing his friends back there to slow down as well. See there, he's doing everything he can to put a gap on that 16. And now he's able to do it. I think the 16, Dylan Ibrahimian, he might have used up his stuff trying to catch Austin. But here he comes again, trying to make another charge downhill into the boot. Yep, he's making a charge. Could he get there? I don't think he's gonna. Another downhill braking zone. Could this help him out? He's gonna run it a little wide, try to shadow everything that Austin Shaw does. But he's also under pressure from Trevor Collins, who's right there. Now Austin Shaw puts a gap on him a little bit. And again, the question will be, do they have to pit? And yes, they do. Austin Shaw pits. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Dylan Ibrahimian. Does anyone join Austin Shaw in the pit lane, or is it just him? 31 Dan Hummels and Mitchell Collins, Mo Upton, Nathan Faden, and others. And the field is in the hands of Dylan Ibrahimian. As we head down the long straight once again, Trevor Collins, he peeks out. This could be interesting as we head to the checkers here. We've seen a crazy battle here before. between Brad Keselowski and Marcus Ambrose. Could we see one of those battles here today? Ibrahimian is clearly slower. Dylan Young is here too. And did Ibrahimian push too hard on those tires? Down to the final portion of the boot here for the final time. And Trevor Collins runs it wide. This could allow Ibrahimian to check out. Through turns 10 and 11. I don't think anyone's going to have anything for that 16. But of course, he's got to make it on fuel back to the finish, and he will. Out of the final corner, Dylan Ibrahimian will win at Watkins Glen. And Trevor Collins and Dylan Young, they come up just short today. Fitzwater comes out with the top 10. And the question will be, what about Austin Shaw? That's got to be heartbreak for him. 25th at the moment, and that's where he'll finish. Tough break for the 48, just couldn't make it to the finish. You see the side of that car is caved in from his earlier run-in with the wall. But it was Dylan Ibrahimian's day here today at Watkins Glen. And we want to thank you for watching. We'll show you results and standings, and we'll be back here next week with the Charlotte Roval. Till then, have a good weekend, guys, and goodbye, everyone.